Hello and welcome to episode 2 of my 1964 Galaxy Dash makeover. So from my last video where we talked about metal leafing my gauges there, I had some requests to explain how I got the lettering back on the faces after doing the metal leafing. So I'm going to go over that and then also take a look at all the knobs in the ignition area and just everything that looks so nice and shiny and chromy and beautiful. All those pieces did not maintain their luster after so many years, and they're also not repop. So I'm going to show you what we did to take those old pieces and have them looking fabulous again. So let's get it. Also, really quick, I get asked often if I'm going to post about the Thunderbird anymore, and I'm going to have a whole new series of videos about the Thunderbird coming soon. Just trying to get through this Galaxy footage, so stay tuned. Thank you for your support, and love you. Bye. If you notice in some of the videos, you'll see that there's a bit of a glare and sometimes the lettering seems to disappear. That's because I actually did it reverse glass on the glass piece that goes over the gauge instead of over the metal leaf. I didn't want to paint over the metal leaf. So that's just an illusion that's happening when the camera is going by the glass. It's actually visible all the time and really easy to read, just doesn't appear so on video. So what I did was, in the first video we saw that I made these little templates. So my original plan was just to use these templates under the glass and paint over it. However, they're extremely small and I'm way too shaky, and I attempted and it just did not look good. So what I did was I scanned these into my computer. These are the original templates I made. And then I went into Adobe Illustrator, which if you don't have that application, this is a part where you would need to outsource this. So what I did is I found fonts and numbers and everything that looked just like the ones in my template, and was able to literally overlay them to make sure that I have the right size and the right layout and everything. I can, move this around and make sure that I had everything the way that I needed it to be. And then once I was done with that, I exported these to my vinyl machine. So I actually specifically bought a vinyl machine for this project. So when exporting it to the vinyl machine, first thing that I needed to do was reverse it. And the reason being is the vinyl machine made a mask for me. So basically, I don't have any vinyl to show how it comes out, or I would show you, but this is a really good illustration. So imagine that the black is a black vinyl sticker, and my vinyl machine cut out the letters to make a perfect mask. So I wanted it reversed because I was putting it on the inside of the glass, so not on the face but on the inside of the glass. So I needed it to be reversed so that when spray painted it shows through to the other side the correct way. So my vinyl machine cuts out this perfect sticker with these openings where I need my spray paint to go, and simply stuck it to the glass and spray painted it. So this is not what I originally thought that I would be doing, but it's what ended up working to get the lettering to look nice. So yeah, that's how I got that. Okay guys, so what we see here is a product called P-Chrome. It was a spray-on chrome solution that we used on all the Galaxy parts inside of the dash, like that part there that goes around the speedometer, the knobs, cigarette lighters, etc. So in that first step, Bert was hitting it with solution number 1, which is a grease and wax remover type solution that they provide with the kit. After spraying that on, you want to wait 30 seconds before hitting it with solution number 2, which is a wetting agent. You want to make sure to really get all of these products really on there. Don't be afraid to really use them. Is what we learned in our many trials and errors of this kit. So just want to say, not advocating this kit or not advocating this kit. We don't have any sort of affiliation with them. Just kind of an honest review of how it worked out for us. And then, if once you see the price point, you can determine if you think it'll be a good fit for your projects. So solution number 3 is called D solution. I don't remember what the D stood for, but that is the next step that you do. Again, laying it on, very wet and very thick. After that, after the solution, you're going to see Bert come in with deionized water. All of the spray bottles that you see here are included in the kit, including the deionized water bottle pump that you're going to see coming in here shortly. Deionized water is also included with the kit. Deionized water is an important step for many reasons. One, the deionized part of the water. You want the water to be very pure and clean and not contaminating your object in any way. And then what we learned in our trial and error stages, as we did do these pieces several times before we got them to the standard that we were happy with, is the warmer the water, the better, to the point where we actually left our water under a heater for a few hours before we did our projects. Granted, this was back in January, maybe, that this was filmed. I can't remember. But anyway, warmer the better. So this next part here is solution S&R that is provided with this dual action spray gun that you see. So S&R, did I say DNR? I don't know. S&R stays separated, and then once sprayed, they meet together and create this silvering solution. So you're going to see Bert really going to town on this thing. Again, this was, I don't remember which attempt, but an attempt way out there that we had done. And what we learned is, you see it, it looks silver, you think you're done. We learned that the more you lay it on, the shinier you can get, the better, because you do have to clear coat this after the fact, and the clear coat can take away some of the luster if you don't already have a super shiny situation going on. So the next thing Bert's doing here is spraying it with deionized water again. I forgot to mention that all of these pieces were clear coated before that initial first step at all with the grease and wax remover. The very first step you do is clear coat it with the artist kit anyway. I think if you get the kind of big boy kit, they'll have you paint it black first with a base coat. But the first step with the artist kit, which is a kit designed for small square footage, is to clear coat it. So that was me coming in hot with my Dunder Mifflin pants on, ready to grab that airline and get to it. You want to quickly get that deionized water off with nice clean air and avoid getting water spots. So that's what we were doing there. And now I'm going to show you one more piece that we did. Okay, so now here I am behind the driver's seat. This video clip is sped up, so you don't have to sit through the whole thing again. But what I wanted to say next that I didn't film is that after all these steps that you do, right after you blow it off, you're then going to want to let it rest for about 2 to 3 hours, and then you're going to clear coat it again. So if you just clear coat it normally, it gets a gold or yellowish tint to it. So they actually do send you a little bit of tint to put in your clear coat. You can pick what color you want if you want, like a colored chrome look. But just for a regular chrome look, they send you purple. So you add just a tiny little bit of purple to your clear coat, and that helps, combat that yellow or gold look when you're looking to have that like truly chrome looking, finish. So here I go again, just really blasting it off. So from this point here is when you'll let it rest. The instructions say, I believe, at least 2 hours. We found that the longer we let it rest, the better results that we got. Okay, and then I also wanted to add this clip in here to show you that this stuff does not come, mixed and ready to go. You get sent all these little jars and bottles and solutions and droppers, and there's very exact science that you have to do for all of this stuff. So if you're not one to want to do exact measurements and chemistry and that kind of thing, this might not be a project that you want to take on. Okay, so here is a before everything was done, and coming up in 3, 2, 1 is an after. So I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. That's okay, but we're happy with it. We just wanted to try something different. Just an FYI, if you did something like this, the very last step was anything that light needs to come through, like like the air knobs and stuff like that, where the lights come on at night and you need that bulb to be able to show through. We simply just sanded away the chroming solution from the lettering so that light can come through. So that would be your final step before assembly. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I know it's not for everybody, but we just wanted to try something a little different for our Galaxie, and I will see you next time.